Greetings, teacher. I am Anjali Yadav, pursuing BSc Zoology Honours from Maitri College. My roll number is 0140, and today I am going to deal with the topic social life in bees. So let's move on and study about honeybees. Honeybees live in large groups, that is why we call them as social insect. The average population is about 30 to 50,000 bees. A colony has basically three types of individual: queen, workers, and drones. Drones and queens are concerned only with reproductive function, whereas the worker has to perform all the duties of the colony. Colonies also have the ability to communicate through various mechanisms which include dance language and pheromones. And the honeybees are also able to reproduce and disperse through a mechanism known as swarming. Queen bee. Queen bee is a diploid fertile female whose presence in a colony is a must. The size of body of queen is much larger than those of other castes of bees of the colony. Her legs are strong as she always have to walk about on the comb. Queen bee lays around 1000 to 1500 eggs every day, whose lifespan is about 2 to 3 years. It possesses sting which is used for defense and are fed with special rich larval food known as royal jelly. Queen lays both fertilized and unfertilized egg. The fertilized egg develop into female, whereas the unfertilized egg develop into male. The queen secretes a special substance that is known as pheromone. The pheromones produced by the queen maintain the social order in the colony and ensures that she remains the only female to lay eggs. Here we can see the difference between queen, drone, and worker bee's body. Worker bee. Worker bee is diploid sterile female. The size of worker is the smallest among all the other castes, but they constitute the majority population of the bees in a colony. Lifespan is just 4 to 5 months, and workers too can develop into sexually reproducing females, but their reproductive organs are kept underdeveloped through the effect of the queen's pheromones. The function of worker bees are mentioned here. Collection of honeybee, producing royal jelly, raising larvae and young ones, making wax, cleaning comb, protecting the hive, and maintaining the temperature of hive are some of the functions of worker bee. Adaptations. Mouth parts are rasping and lapping type. Body is covered with branched hairs. Pollens are stored in basket. They have modified maxillae and labium. They have sting at the tip of the abdomen. There are 4 types of worker bees: laying worker, nurse worker, house worker, and field worker. The laying worker lay unfertilized egg in the absence of queen. Nurse worker helps in cleaning the beehive. House worker help in guarding the beehive and accepting the nectar. The field worker collect the nectar, pollen grains, and resins from the flowers. Drones. Drones are haploid and fertile male and are born out of unfertilized egg in brood chamber. Drones are larger than workers and are more noisy. They have a shorter lifespan. They are only 200 to 300 in colony, and they exist only to mate with the queen. Beehives. Bees nest in large cavities like hollowed out tree. A beehive has elaborate homeostatic mechanism that maintain a constant temperature, water balance, and nutrient level. Bees produce wax with their glands and build vertical sheets of hexagonal honeycomb where honey and pollen are stored. Some other characters are: the members of the colony cooperate with each other with the help of chemical and physiological mechanisms. Honeybees feed their young continuously until they metamorphose into adults. Bees feed one another from mouth to mouth, and this process is known as trophallaxis. Swarming occurs for feeding, migration, and mating. Therefore, swarming relieves the overcrowding. Life cycle of honeybees. Life cycle of honeybees has complete metamorphosis, having 4 stages in life: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. At first, mating is done between queen and worker bee. Then, the egg is produced. On day 6th, the larva could be identified, and on the day 10th, the larva is completely formed. Then further development take place, and on day 14th, pupa could be identified, and on day 18th, pupa is fully developed. Then fully developed pupa of day 18th develop into adult, and then this process continues. Now we will look into social life in bumblebee in brief. Bumblebee colonies are annual like honeybees, and they begin new colonies from scratch every year. Their colonies are much smaller than those of honeybees. Queen and worker bumblebees usually look same, although queens are bit larger than workers. Here are some references. Thank you.